All right, y'all, what's up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is when you watch this video, just make it apply. I'm going to rush through this thing. I only got 10% on my phone, so I don't have much time. Let's first start off with outer spirit. If you guys don't have your crystals, make sure you get your crystals. I love healing crystals. They're really beneficial. I have on my green jade, which is really good for manifesting money. And then my rose quartz, which is really good for love and self-love. So let's make sure that we get our crystals. It's going to be a link in the bio that you have to do the link for outer spirit. It's like /Rashad King. And then it's also a discount code. So make sure you guys check this out. I already got the card spread it. Let me show you the cards. If I got enough time, other deck as well. So we're going to go over this. Remember, guys, you guys ask me all the time, how can you get more knowledge on your spiritual path? You can go to Amazon and purchase my book, my very first book, The Emerging Butterfly, and you want to follow this order. This is going to teach you about a spiritual awakening, the things that's inside of you, which is Ashe and Ori. Then from there, you'll learn about the ancestors, connecting with the ancestors, how to build your ancestor altar, and simple rituals you can do for your ancestor altar. And then it's going over the painted keys of the Orishas. And so that is the order you should be going: spiritual awakening, ancestors, and then to the Orishas. This is the spread that we're going to go over. And hopefully I'll be able to get this done within the 10% that I have left on my phone. Remember, guys, that whenever you are doing something like you're fasting or you just took a spiritual bath, floor washes, make sure that you dress in all white. You should be white from top to bottom, something white over your head, white shirt, white underwear, white socks, white pants. Everything should be white. It helps you with clarity. It helps with removing negative energy. You feel more balanced. You feel a lot when you wear your all white. And then, of course, if you have your elekes, always wear your consecrated elekes. It's going to bring you protection. The first thing I want to go over is this interesting thing that I seen on TikTok, which is so true. The guy said that the highest form of witchcraft is when somebody says, "Thus saith the Lord," and the Lord never told them anything. You know, guys, remember, divination is confirmation. If spirit haven't revealed this to you, then you are not supposed to be listening. You know, some people will tell you some of everything, that spirit told them this, that the Orishas told them that. If it doesn't resonate with your spirit, then don't take it. Let me tell you the most simplest truth. Spirit will never reveal something to somebody else before revealing it to you. If it is anything pertaining to you, spirit is going to reveal it to you first before revealing it to anybody else. And so if somebody is coming to you and saying, "This is what God told me, this is what the ancestors put in my spirit," you better not believe a single word of it if spirit haven't revealed that to you already. So many people get trapped in that because they don't know how to listen to God's voice. They don't know what God's voice is to them and how it comes into them, how it comes to them. For some people, it's like you're speaking to another human. For other people, it's an inner knowingness. For some, it's dreams. You got to understand how God chooses to communicate with you, how your ancestors and how the Orishas, how they choose to communicate with you. And then once you understand that, nobody can lie to you and say, "Thus saith the Lord." Be very careful. Another thing I want to go over, because in my live, I know a lot of people was making comments about Elijah. They were positive comments, just talking about his voice and stuff like that. Listen, guys, when it comes to Elijah, I'm very overprotective of my son. My son is only 14 years old, and we respond to our sons based on our upbringing. And so, one of the things I'll share with you is that, guys, I started having sex from the time that I was in the 7th grade. And it was all because I developed very fast. I had a full beard. I could grow a full beard in the 7th grade. I had hair, underneath my armpit, pubic hair, and the whole 9 yards. And so because of that, people would make a lot of comments just like they're doing with Elijah. And so, I don't want Elijah to go through any of the things that I went through. And when I say that, I had sex, ever since the 7th grade, this was not by choice. This was forced. And so when it comes to Elijah, chill out with the goddamn comments. I don't want you guys sexualizing Elijah. Don't give him comments that you would make to a grown ass man when he is only 14 years old. Yes, he is tall for his age. Yes, he has a deep motherfucking voice. But at the end of the day, he is 14. And my thing is that if this was a woman, if this was a daughter, everybody would be saying, oh no, you don't say that to a girl. Yet regardless, of whether you think she's pretty, whether you think she's feminine, it's automatically red flags when adults make comments to a daughter. But we do it willingly when it comes to a son. We would say that they're handsome and sexy and deep voice and sexualizing the person and all of this other stuff when it comes to male kids, not realizing that they need the same protection that you will give your daughter. They need the exact same protection, and they are just as prone as rape and the whole 9 yards. And so when it comes to Elijah, chill the fuck out. Especially comments when you are comparing him to a grown ass man, where it's like, oh, Elijah's voice is deeper than a grown ass man. I don't like comments like that, because when you compare a kid to a grown ass man, that means you will see them as a grown ass man. And when you see them as a grown ass man, that means you are willing to do things with that kid as if they are a grown ass man. When it comes to Elijah, I shut that shit down. Leave him the fuck alone. He's 14 years old. None of you grown ass motherfuckers need to be giving him comments or anything like that. I don't care hey, Elijah is growing up fast and all of that other shit. But when it comes to specifics of talking about his voice and all of this other stuff, this is a boy. This is a kid. This is a 14-year-old kid, and like I said, I don't play that shit. I'm very overprotective of my son because I don't want him to go through any of the things that I went through in my past. I was forced to grow up, at a very young age. That's not going to be with Elijah, nor has that been with any of my other kids. I'm very protective of my boys. Elijah is just the youngest, and Elijah got a deeper voice than every last one of the boys that I've had. Every last one of my boys, Elijah, have a deeper voice, and he's taller than everybody in the family. But at the end of the day, stop getting your pussy wet and understand that he is a 14-year-old kid. And that's on both websites. When it comes to, TikTok, as well as when it's come to YouTube, people say some crazy ass things when it comes to Elijah, even to the point where, on TikTok, people think that, Elijah is my partner. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is a 14-year-old kid. And so that's the thing that I want you motherfuckers to keep in mind, that this is a 14-year-old kid. Do not give him compliments or anything like that, like he's a grown ass fucking man. He's a boy. And I want him to stay a boy. I want him to stay innocent until it's time for him to grow up and actually be an adult. So now, since all of that shit is out the way, now let's get into the reading. Remember, if you want to purchase my books, you can go on Amazon. All you got to do is type in Rashad King. You will be able to see all of my books. When it comes to the crystals, I'm gonna put the link in the bio. In the description. In the description is always going to be a description of the video. Then it's going to be my website, and then it's going to be Otter Spirit website, and it's the link and the code that you need in order to get 20% off or 30% off. All right, let's get into this reading. Your overall energy, you have the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is all about a wish fulfillment. A wish fulfillment is getting ready to happen for somebody. And you have this paired with the 3 of Pentacles. This wish fulfillment that's coming in is going to bring a partnership. And this partnership is going to end up leading to home life, which is the 4 of Wands. And so whenever you see the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, to me, it's always somebody is praying or manifesting in some type of way. And whenever you see the Nine of Cups, it's saying that that wish is granted. And so a wish is being granted for someone that they are getting ready to get a partnership. And so the Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration. And so this is going to be someone that's going to end up coming in and they're going to end up working with you at first, and then it's with working with you that it's going to end up leading to celebration and joy and harmony, as well as home life, with this person. Dang, this thing is already saying this it's already going low. And so with this, a wish is getting ready to be fulfilled, and someone is getting ready to go into a really good situation with having that home life. Now, however, this is somebody that's going through some stuff, because the clarifier, we're starting off with the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is the absolute loss of everything. And so this is someone that's going through a really hard time right now. And you have the Death card, that they're going through an ego death as well. This is someone that is losing self. They are losing ego. They are losing their arrogance and pride. And through this, that this person is going to end up having a new beginning. So the Five of Pentacles here is saying that somebody is going through karma, and it's going to be in this karmic lesson of them losing everything, that it's going to force them into an ego death. And that ego death is going to be the start of a new beginning, which is the wish fulfillment, which is working together as a partnership, which is going back into home life. You have, as the hidden emotions, you have soulmate and sorrow. This is someone this is your soulmate, but this is someone that is in a lot of loss, grief, and depression. This is someone that's very sad right now, and it could be because of the negative shit that they have done. But this is someone that is definitely in this state of sorrow, and it's mainly because of the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is karma in their life that is kicking their ass. You have in the crossing energy, you have the Knight of Swords. This person is rushing in with truth and clarity. This is someone that's rushing in now, and they are ready to fight. Everything in this category is all about fights, fights, fights. This person is ready to fight with the Knight of Pentacles. This person is ready to persevere, ready to pick up their sword and everything in order to come to you and fight. And then you have the Five of Swords, which is fighting and competition. So this person is ready. This is everything in this energy of the crowning energy, of the crossing energy, is not taking no for an answer. This person is going to rush in with a lot of communication. They're going to rush in with a lot of clarity. This is someone that is going to stand their ground, and they're going to persevere regardless of what it is that you throw at them. And this is someone that's going to compete for your love. You have as the hidden emotion that it's a secret that they're carrying. This is someone that really do love you, but they are not making this known to you. You could be in a silent zone with this person, and you are thinking that this person don't love you, that they're not thinking about you, but little do you know that this person cares a lot about you. You have in the crowning energy, we start off with the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is all about abandonment and disappointment. And this person has abandoned whatever love that came into their life, because this love ended up giving them the Ten of Swords. And so this person is going through a betrayal. And once again, this reflects back to the overall energy of the Five of Pentacles. This is someone that, they went out traveling thinking that the grass was... All right, y'all, I'm back. It didn't get the whole thing. So I had to stop and charge my phone because it died, and now I'm continuing back. All right, let's get back into this. So we were at the crossing energy. So with the crossing energy, you have the Eight of Cups. This is someone that could have, left thinking that the grass was greener on the other side, but the Eight of Cups is about abandonment and disappointment. This is someone that is disappointed right now. And remember, the crowning energy is always the present energy. The overall energy is the general story. It's saying that this is what we're going to talk about. This is what everything on the board is going to connect back to the overall energy. But the overall energy is not the present energy. And so the crossing energy, it complements or it goes against the overall energy. And so it's telling you, hey, if it's going against the overall energy, it's saying, look, this is what's wrong. Somebody is trying to take away this blessing, or it complements it by saying, this is the continuation of the story. The crowning energy is two things. It's what you need to do immediately in order to solve the problem, and it's the current energy. It's the current energy that the person is in, what they are currently facing. And then you have the challenge position. The challenge position, it is what it is. It's self-explanatory. This is the challenge. It's a challenge for you to get here. So the challenge position is not a guarantee. The challenge position is saying, this is what you need to do, but how are you going to get here? R is saying that this is the challenge that this person is facing, that is the threat, that is the weakness in this. And so just because you have something good in the challenge position, it doesn't mean that this is going to manifest. It's saying that this is a possible outcome, but how are you going to face the challenges in order to get this outcome? And so now, since we have an understanding of that, and then the card at the bottom of the deck, which is what you don't see coming, the top card is always the overall energy for its category, that this is the main thing. The clarifier is just explaining it even more. And so now, since you understand that, the Eight of Cups is that, this is someone that thought that the grass was greener on the other side, and now this person is disappointed and they're withdrawing. Whatever it is that they're going through, whatever relationship they're in, they are withdrawing from this relationship. And you have the Ace of Cups, which means somebody came in and gave them some type of offer, and this is the offer that this person took. But this offer, not only are they very disappointed with this offer, but this person is going through a lot of betrayal. The Ten of Swords is a great betrayal. This is like you have been stabbed in the back 10 times. This was not a good relationship. This was not a good choice for this person. But hey, they made this choice, and it's just a natural consequence of what it is that they wanted. It's like, you didn't stay focused on the cup of love that you had, and you went to another cup, and now this person is defeated. But this is someone that is in a great sense of disappointment. This is someone that's not happy with life. And so the clarifier is telling us now to add to this story, is saying that now this person is looking at the past with the Six of Cups. This is someone that's looking at the past, and they're like, you know what? Maybe it's time for me to go to the past. And now, because of that, it's a difficult decision that this person have to make with the Two of Swords. You have, as the hidden emotion, you have intuition, that, this is someone that is following their intuition. This is someone that's getting downloads where this is being guided by spirit. I want you to keep in mind that every time when it talks about a past person returning, the past person doesn't mean that this is the very last person you dated. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that this is somebody that you had sex with. This could be someone that you flirted with at work and it just didn't go anywhere. This could be someone that you met out in the community and it just didn't land. And now this person is trying to circle back. And so you have to learn how to follow your intuition, just like this person is being guided by their intuition, because it doesn't always mean that it's the very last person that you dated. You got to keep that in mind. We automatically assume that it's the last person because you still have that person in your energy, but just because it's saying that somebody is returning, it doesn't mean that it's the last motherfucking person that you slept with. It doesn't mean that it's the last person. It just doesn't mean that. You have to learn how to use discernment. I really do love that thing from TikTok where it said that the greatest form of witchcraft is somebody saying, "Thus saith the Lord," when the Lord didn't say shit. And you have to understand that even with yourself, when we try to just guess what it is or put something out there, the only thing you're doing is deceiving yourself. If you don't know who it is, let spirit reveal it to you. Give it time. We don't have to rush every fucking thing. You know, the one thing about divination, spirit is only going to reveal the amount of information that spirit want to reveal. If spirit don't want to get down to the nitty gritty and tell you every little thing, that means spirit is telling you, look, I'm going to tell you this general story, and then from there you're going to have to walk by faith, and you're just going to have to trust me. And so, you know, spirit is not going to reveal every fucking thing in a reading, especially in a general reading. When it's touching multiple people. You have in a challenge position, you have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is public recognition. This is someone that's acknowledging you, sending you good news, sending you gifts, trying to be victorious. You have it paired with the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is all about giving. Now this person want to reciprocate. And you have the clarifier as the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, not only does she represent communication, but the Queen of Swords represents boundaries. This is someone that in a relationship now, they're going to have boundaries. And you have, as the hidden emotion, you have commitment. This is somebody that's ready to be committed. And so, you know, this is about a return of some sort, because with the Six of Pentacles being here, the Six of Cups being here, the Six of Cups is all about the past. The card at the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Cups. The King of Cups can be seen as a Pisces. This could be a Pisces male that is getting ready to come back, or any water sign. It could be a Scorpio. It could be a Cancer as well, but somehow, some way, every time I see this nigga, every time I see this King of Cups, the only thing I think of is a Pisces. And this has came out in readings before that that this is a Pisces. And so there could be a Pisces, because even when we look at the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups is also Pisces. I don't know. Every time when I see the King, I'm always getting a strong Pisces. This could be a Pisces or any water sign. Let's not get lost in the signs, because even with that, it's a form of deception. Because, you know, this person can be a Pisces, but it can be anywhere in their chart. And you don't know people chart like that. All we know is their sun sign. Some of you don't even know their rising and descendant sign. And so, you know, that's just like with me. I'm a Gemini, Cancer, Cusp, but my descendant sign is Pisces. You know, Pisces is the most spiritual sign out of all of the signs. And it's crazy. It's crazy how universe do that, because they are the craziest motherfucking sign. These bitches are crazy as fuck. Those two motherfucking fishes are crazy. And they talk about Geminis. Those motherfuckers are crazy. Pisces are crazy as shit. But it's always the craziest ones that's always like the most spiritual and stuff like that. Because Pisces is the most spiritual sign out of all of the signs. So regardless of what you say about a Pisces know how to tap into intuition and tap into spirit better than any zodiac sign. So, you know, even though the motherfuckers are crazy, they know how to tap in. And, you know, it's the same with Gemini. Even when you watch like shows like Avatar, The Last Airbender, it always show you that the two spiritual ones out of everyone is water and air. Water and air are the two most spiritual signs out of all of the other signs. And it's because water deals with the emotions, and emotions is intuition. Intuition, it flows in that stream. And then you have the wind sign, which rules logic. It rules the head. And, wind is, very disciplined. It's more disciplined than your water. Your water can be some of everywhere because it's ruled by emotions, and it can be lost in the motherfucking sea. But your wind is more disciplined, and it's with that discipline that they are able to tap in. And so, when it comes to the two, water to me, it represents spirituality, and wind represents religion. And Normally your wind signs are really good when it comes to religion, and you can take any religion and tap into spirituality. And sometimes that is the challenge for wind signs, is that they can be very religious, which is completely different from spiritual. Sometimes it's a little bit harder for a wind sign to go into spirituality, because wind likes the discipline, where Christianity, Muslim, where it tells you the things you can do and you can't do, and its rules and its structures and its ordinance and its commandments and it's all of these things that you have to follow. That's what wind signs is good at, because it gives them the discipline and it sharpens their mind. But their challenge is tapping into the emotional side of going into spirituality. And then it's the same way with water signs. Water is really good when it comes to spirituality. They are natural in it. They can naturally go into spirituality and tap into things that is very hard for other people to tap into. But at the end of the day, they have no discipline. It's very hard for them to be disciplined in the things that they do. And so, if water signs can master the discipline of a wind sign, they will be some very strong spiritual people. And if wind signs can master the spirituality side of things, they can be very strong. And then, of course, your fire rules passion, and then your earth is more of your stable, grounding energy. I think earth signs is the hardest to tap into religion or spirituality, because earth signs is like, give me the facts. And sometimes when it comes to spirituality and your intuition and stuff like that, there's not facts. It's literally just following your intuition and spirit. And so earth signs is one of the hardest in order to tap into spirituality as well as religion. Earth signs is very hard for them. Fire signs, normally it can be a little bit easier for them, because fire, it kind of mimics water, because both of them are emotional as fuck. It's just two different spectrums of it. Water, it rules the emotion, and fire rules the emotion, but it's more intensity, because now you're talking about passion. And so it can burn, it can consume. So this is saying that somebody is going to come back, from the past. Just going over this thing again, somebody is praying, somebody is manifesting, because the 9 of Cups is here. And this manifestation is going to end up presenting itself, that is going to give you guys an opportunity to work together. So something may happen where, if you got kids, 2 people are going to have to come together in order to make a decision and to work with this kid. And that's going to be the opportunity for home life to come back together. Or this person is going to end up helping you with a project, or this person is going to, somehow, some way is manifesting in the way of partnership and teamwork. And so the way that this thing is going to manifest is 2 people are going to come together in order to work on something. It's not necessarily saying working on the relationship. It's an opportunity is going to come in that you're going to have to work together in some type of way. And it's in working together that the 4 of Wands is going to end up being present. That this is going to be the thing that's going to allow you to go back into a relationship, home life, celebration. But it's something that you're going to have to work on together. This person is completely 5 of Pentacles. They probably broke as fuck. They probably this a broke ass motherfucking nigga. 5 of Pentacles is the absolute loss of everything. This is someone that has lost everything, and that's probably where this betrayal came in. Is that they could be with somebody that's burning their fucking clothes and all types of shit. They like, nigga, you cheated on me? Nah, I'm not your ex. This is someone that's literally is losing everything. And it's the loss of all of this stuff that is making this person go through an ego death. It's forcing them to go through an ego death. And that ego death is bringing out a new beginning. And so this person is going through a major transformation. And this person knows that you're their soulmate. And this person is in sorrow. I did not mention the card at the bottom of the deck for the hidden emotion, which is foundation. This person sees you as their foundation. They see you as a solid rock. They see you as family and security. You have in the crown, the crossing energy. The crossing energy I love is so much fight here. This is someone that's not taking no for an answer. I kind of like stuff like that. I'm a love head. I love love. So even though this nigga was probably he wasn't shit. I do like the fact of coming in with this masculine energy and fighting for what it is that you believe in, even if the person don't accept you. I don't think that people realize how hard that is, because in order to fight for something with this type of intensity, that means you have to let go of your ego. You got to let go of your pride. This is someone that would have to be able to see their reflection of realizing that they were in the wrong. And this is someone that will come in that, will be a punching bag, that, regardless of what it is that you say, they're going to take it because they're going to say, look, I was in the wrong. This is someone that's realizing they're wrong. When it comes to the swords is truth and clarity. This person is ready. They're ready to come in and rush in and say their piece. And, everything as the clarifier is just showing the stronghold within this person, that it's like, the Seven of Wands is, perseverance, competition. The Five of Wands is competition and fight. That, this is someone that is ready to fight, and they are like, look, I'm not about to give up on this. I'm not about to let this thing go. You have in the crowning energy, which is the current energy that this person is in right now. This person is going through a lot. They're walking away from a connection, which is some type of love that they accepted, because this thing is a great betrayal. This person has put them through. This relationship has put them through some shit. They are in so much sorrow, so much pain, and now this person is thinking about the past. And you do have intuition here, that their intuition is leading them back to the past. You have in a challenge position, which is a possibility, because the challenge, in order for us to get to this beautiful challenge, this person have to be successful in the overall energy, which is going through that ego death. If this person do not go through the death card, which is the ego death, then this beautiful outcome is not going to happen. It's just going to be the challenge that this person need to rise to. But it's saying that this person need to publicly acknowledge you. They need to come in to get, and that's how they're going to get victory, is by acknowledging you, and then they're going to give and reciprocate in this connection. And the clarifier is saying that they need to communicate and they need to set boundaries. So very beautiful. And then you have commitment as the hidden emotion. And so it's definitely some beautiful energy here. And I forgot that, they're holding on to a secret in the crossing energy, which is this person is not revealing to you what it is that they truly feel. And so that energy must be removed in order for that challenge position to actually happen. We can't be holding on to secrets now. And I mean, it's not a bad secret. It's just, what it is that they feel about you. It's too many cards, but the one thing that is on top is love on the brain. Let's see what Spirit is about to say with this deck. What's the T? I love the What's the T deck. And then the other one is T Spilled. I love those two decks. It be some funny ass shit coming out in this. Unbothered. We got Unbothered for the overall energy. We got Inside Scoop for the crossing energy. Somebody being nosy, somebody up in your shit. Somebody is looking in and spying. You have Happiness Hater in the crowning energy. Somebody don't want this person to be happy. They said, "Nah, you're gonna stay in this toxic ass relationship." Whenever the oracle cards come out, played out. Whenever the oracle cards come out, you have to remember what the original reading was, because it connects back to the original reading. You have, as the overall energy, you have Unbothered. Somebody is just unbothered right now. When we look at the overall energy for the original deck, what was there? You had the Nine of Cups. I can't think of what else was there. Yeah, I know it was the Nine of Cups, and so here in with the Oracle, somebody is unbothered. They are not being phased by everything that's going on. Now, this person is going through a lot of hurt, but they could be unbothered by the person that is doing this hurt to them because their mind is already somewhere else. Because when you look at the crossing energy, they're trying to get the inside scoop on you. That's the reason why they're so unbothered. They're trying to see what the fuck you doing. They're unbothered by their current connection because they know that that's going to shit. And this person is trying to get the inside scoop on you, spying on you. You have happiness, hater. While this person is unbothered, the person that they with, they could know that they're coming back to you. And this person is like, no, bitch, I don't want this shit. And then you have played out. This person is done. They like, look, they have played this record long enough. It's time for them to leave. You have the card at the bottom of the deck. You have too busy winning. This could be your energy that, you're too busy winning because it's definitely not this person. They're going through so much shit. And you could be the energy that's unbothered as well. Look at that. My nigga. You have the overall energy. You have keeping up with appearances. So this person is just faking the funk, trying to make it seem like everything is good. But at the end of the day, they're surrounded by bad influences. And this could be the reason why this person made this dumbass decision is by being with bad ass influences. And the worst influence you can have in a relationship is keeping somebody that you had sex with as a friend. Because when you start talking about what's going on in your relationship and stuff like that to somebody you had sex with, and especially if that dick or pussy was good to them, they're going to automatically give you bad information just so that you can leave that relationship. Why people do that, I don't know. If you have had sex with somebody, I don't know why you would put them in your friend circle. I don't know why you would put them in your inner circle, because at the end of the day, it's always one of those motherfuckers that's going to have feeling for the other. Whether it's that person or whether it's the other person, somebody is going to end up having feelings for the other, and you can never trust their advice. You have control issues. Control issues are present in your relationship. There's control issues at play, and this could be this person's current relationship. Let me look at your phone. Did you text your ex? Did you reach out to that nigga today? Did you reach out to that bitch? This could be a crazy ass bitch following you on social media and shit, leaving comments and stuff under your post, and you like, bitch, I don't know you. Like, fuck your motherfucking ass and that nigga. Like, I let him go. But this bitch said, nuh-uh. I know he trying to come back to you. This is someone that's automatically, I know he trying to come back to you. Got control issues up the ass. Let me see your phone. Why you change your password? And that's why this person is going through a betrayal. That's what your the very first reading was saying. That's why they're going through a betrayal, because this person knows that this person is going to end up going back. I don't know why we keep people we had sex with as friends. Protect your heart. This is someone that's guarding their heart. This person is going through in this relationship, boy. This person is going through. This is a relationship from hell. This is definitely a karmic relationship. Unfiltered truth. Someone will speak their unfiltered truth. This person is about to come in and speak their truth. Safe space at the bottom of the deck, which is what we don't see coming. A place where you can truly be yourself and feel at peace. This is going to end up being coming back home. This person going back, this person coming back to you. That they feel you as their safe space, because this person is definitely not in a safe space right now. They're trying to keep up with appearance, trying to make it seem like everything is cool under the sun, and they're going through a lot of shit. They have nothing but bad influences around them that's giving them the wrong advice. They got a controlling ass bitch that's always looking at their phone and stuff like that. This person is hurt and trying to protect their heart, and eventually this person is going to explode, and they're going to tell their unfiltered truth. And that's probably what's going to get their ass kicked out. And this person want to go back to their safe space now. They said, look, you was a lot of things, but you wasn't this crazy. Well, stop trying to run every time something happened in a relationship. Stop trying to run thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it, where you maintain it. That's where the grass is fucking greener. If you running away like a little bitch every time something happened in a relationship, how the fuck will you ever grow? How the fuck will anything ever change? You can't be a little bitch over every little thing, running from relationship to relationship because you're afraid to face things. You're afraid to, face the wrong that you have done. You're afraid to apologize. You're afraid to, fix the problems that you fucking created. That's the one thing that, kills me about niggas. As much as they want to, say females are the bitches and stuff like that, sometimes they be the biggest bitches. Don't know how to face anything that they did. You done cheated on this bitch and everything else, and now you want to run away like a little bitch? No. You go over there and you face that. You apologize to that motherfucker, and you do right. You do better. You don't run to the next bitch, and now it's a karmic relationship, and now all of a sudden you getting your ass kicked because universe is giving you back you in female form. Now all of a sudden you got a bitch that's just as crazy as you, that's doing all the motherfucking things that you doing, and now you like, oh, I'm ready to go back home. Bitch, I know you're ready to go back home. Stop being come on now. Stop being a little scary ass bitch. Face your problems. Face the drama that you started within the relationship. You the one created those trust issues. Motherfucker, nobody else did that shit. Shit, fix your motherfucking problems. You have protection as the overall energy for the angel card 444. Oh, I only got one eye. 444. Get ready for the good things you have been hoping for. You were born for a higher calling. Put your energy into going towards your ambitions, and the universe will align itself to provide you with the right people, circumstances, and resources to make things happen. Protection is coming in with 444. You have as the crossing energy, you have angel number 1551. It's saying hold on to your vision. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. It's time to put your faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals with all your might. You have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. You have compromise for the crowning energy 0707. Let go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges. Express your emotions and aim towards a compromise. Where there's a lack of understanding, it's best just to move on. The truth will set you free. You have angel number 999 as the challenge position as lesson learned. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrive at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and to drive towards your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the power of heaven have your back. You made it and the reward goes towards you. Protection is coming in with the overall energy. There is protection here. It's telling you to hold on to your vision. Whatever it is that you desire, hold on to that. Compromise is going to have to be made within this present energy. And then lesson learned is the challenge. The challenge is that this motherfucker has learned their lesson. You have the card at the bottom of the deck. You have commitment once again. You had that in the beginning reading under the challenge position. Commitment is 0606. It's saying applying honesty and light duty is let me just close this eye. Applying honesty and light duty is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Open up, for the best is yet to come. My God, this motherfucking eye. But I get stars like crazy, so this is normal. This is normal. What card was that flipped over? I had a card that flipped over. All right. You can use some self-care time like now. Schedule it in. Take some self-care time. Well, I can't do the card at the bottom of the deck because I messed this up to really mess up the true bottom card. So that's the reading for the week. Like I said at the end of the day, I'm very protective when it comes to my son. I'm very protective when it comes to Elijah. I love Elijah. Elijah is the youngest out of everybody. That's my baby. That's my heart. And especially with what I know that I've went through, me and Elijah is similar in so many different ways. With Elijah having the exact same birthday as me, it's like this boy is following down, the exact path that I went down. I'm just trying to make sure that, it's not the same challenges and things like that. I remember, being in junior high and high school and, having a full ass beard and everything else. People always thought I was older than what I was. And, with that, it came its own set of problems. And, that's one of the things that I never want Elijah to go through. I'm very, persistent on that. And, like I said earlier, is what's true. When it's a daughter, when it's a female, niggas know you better not say anything. You don't say she's beautiful, she's pretty, or anything like that, because the moment you say that to somebody's daughter, the first thing they're thinking, you a pedophile. You don't say that about somebody else's kid. You don't give a compliment to a little bitty ass kid, somebody under the age of 18. But we don't have that same thing when it comes to boys. When it comes to boys, sometimes we can say some of the most craziest things, and we don't understand that they are at risk just like females are at risk. And so, I want Elijah, as we do, lives and stuff like that together, that he feel comfortable, that he feel safe. I know one of the things he was saying the other day, I was like, hey, I'm going to go on live. He was like, oh, let me run and get a shirt and stuff. I'm like, and this the nigga that's always walking around in his underwear in the house. And it's like, we, don't do too much when it comes to Elijah. He is a 14-year-old kid. I want him to keep his innocence. If he chooses to get with a cougar, once he turned 18, by all means, go for it. But until he turned 18, y'all chill the fuck out. He's an attractive kid. Yes, he's tall. Yes, he has a deep voice. But at the end of the day, always remember in the back of your head that this is a 14-year-old fucking kid. And, not only is he a 14-year-old kid, he has a crazy-ass dad that is willing to hurt any one of you motherfuckers. So keep it together, keep it wrapped. Whatever crazy sexual thing you have in your mind, keep it in your mind. Don't put it in the comments, because I will cuss you the fuck out, and you definitely better not send me no damn message, because I might end up popping up at your house. You gotta keep in mind that this is a 14-year-old kid, and it's crazy that I gotta keep having this conversation. Elijah is 14 years old. He is 1-4. He is not 18. He is not 19. He is not 20. Elijah is a 14-year-old motherfucking kid. Keep that in mind when you see him. All right, y'all. I'm out.